William Maud Bryant was born in Cochran, Georgia on February 16, 1933. Although Georgia was his birthplace, much of his youth was spent in Newark, New Jersey, where he lived with his uncle and graduated from Newark Vocational and Technical High School. On March 16, 1953, Bryant enlisted in the United States Army out of Detroit, Michigan. Over the course of his career, he completed an impressive range of elite military schools, including the Jumpmaster course at Fort Bragg, the Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer course, the Special Forces Airborne course, and the Long-Range Reconnaissance Patrol School in Augsburg, Germany. These qualifications reflected not only his skill, but his relentless drive to serve at the highest levels. On March 24, 1969, Sergeant First Class William Maud Bryant faced the battle that would define his legacy. Assigned to Company A and serving as the commanding officer of Civilian Irregular Defense Group Company 321, 2nd Battalion, 3rd Mobile Strike Force Command, he and his men were suddenly struck by overwhelming enemy fire and encircled by elements of 3 enemy regiments. For the next 34 hours, Bryant displayed extraordinary heroism. He moved fearlessly across the defensive perimeter, completely exposed to intense fire as he strengthened positions, directed critical phases of the fight, distributed ammunition, and aided the wounded. His presence became the anchor of the company's defense, steady, calm, and relentlessly courageous. When a helicopter dropped much-needed ammunition that scattered under heavy fire, Bryant ran through the open kill zone without hesitation, gathering the boxes and delivering them to his men. During a brief lull, he led a patrol outside the perimeter to gather intelligence. When the patrol was pinned down by automatic weapons fire, Bryant single-handedly repelled an enemy assault and inspired his men to fight off several more. Spotting a wounded enemy soldier nearby, he crawled forward alone under intense fire to capture him for intelligence purposes. Finding the man already dead, Bryant returned to his patrol and led them safely back to the company position, where he resumed command of the defense. As the siege tightened, Bryant organized and led a daring patrol in an attempt to break the encirclement. After advancing nearly 200 meters through fierce resistance, the patrol was halted by fire from fortified bunkers, and Bryant was severely wounded. Despite his injuries, he rallied his men, called for helicopter gunship support, and directed suppressive fire on the enemy. When the final gunship strike ended, Bryant charged an enemy automatic weapons bunker, overrunning it and killing all 3 defenders by himself. His men, inspired by his fearless example, renewed their assault. While regrouping his small force for a final push, Sergeant First Class Bryant was mortally wounded by an enemy rocket. His selfless devotion to his men, his refusal to yield, and his courage far beyond the call of duty reflect the highest traditions of military service and bring lasting honor to himself, his unit, and the United States Army. On February 16, 1971, a solemn ceremony was held at the White House where President Richard Nixon presented the Medal of Honor to the family of Sergeant First Class William Maud Bryant, honoring his extraordinary courage and ultimate sacrifice.